What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the CSO Twitch channel. My name is Mousy, and today I have a co-caster as well, my wonderful colleague Linglad. How you doing, Jono?
Yeah, good thanks. How are you doing, man? What's up, everybody?
Oh, I'm doing great. We have a clan war upon our hands. Sadly, we didn't have enough signups for CSO Cup, so you guys have to suffice with the wonderful clan war between Vengeance Fishing Club and CSO Esports, your hometown heroes, of course. You can see we try to bring some content. This is from Koprulu Team League Division 2. If you're interested in stuff like this, be sure to follow us on Twitter. We have a wonderful Twitter channel, Twitter page, !Twitter. I'll drop it in the chat. And of course, if you are interested in more content, VODs, all that stuff, then the CSO YouTube channel is also a place that you should follow, subscribe. Myself and Linglad I post content featuring both of us, basically. Well, who knows? Who knows? Maybe you decide to record some casting and all that stuff.
Not impossible for sure. Not impossible for sure. Actually looking forward to this Div 2. KPL, man. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, the Division 1 is also playing today. We had to reschedule the Division 2 match to this day because our opponents couldn't play on Wednesday. The defaults are Wednesday for Div 2, Friday for Division 4, Saturday for Division 1, and we have a Division 5 team as well that's playing on Sunday, aka tomorrow. So if you're interested in a bit lower level StarCraft, yours truly, aka myself, I'm also playing tomorrow, so who knows? Maybe I'll stream the same thing and like stream my POV, then the games or whatever order we play in. But yeah, our goal is to bring as much content to the masses as possible. Both players are ready, and we also have our captains and caster from our opposing team. This is a stacked lobby, man. Somebody crashes, it brings down a lot of people.
Yeah, it's nice to see some actually split down the middle in terms of representation, man. Except we're the only casters, which is a plus.
Yeah, we're the original casting crew here in this this match, because as much as I like Fiant as well, I mean, Fiant is not a caster, he's a player. Of course, players can be casters. That is not a impossible scenario, but I believe we can all agree that we are the casting crew. So, first map is going to be Gressvan. And it's a Protoss versus Protoss, your favorite matchup, Linglad.
Oh yeah, dude.
So, would you mind starting with our first player in the top left?
In the top left, representing Team CSO, is a red Protoss player. It is Moston.
Let's go, our hometown boy.
CSO.
And his opponent in the bottom right side, representing Vengeance Fishing Club. In the yellow, it's going to be Sebesdes. We're gonna shorten it to Seb. I saw people, at least Fiant, called him Seb. So I guess they will not be too mad if we do so as well.
Definitely a blessing. I'm glad you got Sebesdes. So glad, man.
there we go.
That's precisely why.
So this is a best of 7. If the score is 3-3 at the end of the 3 sets of best of 2s, then we are going to have an ace match. Just as a quick recap. So it's a Chinese format, best of 2, which means the series can go 2-0 or 1-1. Overall map score matters in the series, so even if one player goes 1-1, and let's say, or two players go 1-1, and the third player just goes 2-0, then they just win the match. Basically, first to 4 points.
Yeah, it's like a team best of 7, but there's 3 best of 2s. That's cool. I mean, yeah, looking forward to seeing what Marston's going to do with this pylon in the bottom side. Yeah, glad you spotted it right there as I brought it up. Stargate. All right.
Now the question is, does Seb know that there is a probe missing? Obviously sees that there is no second pylon.
Yeah.
If it comes down the ramp, you'll see that it's going to be a third pylon on the low ground. Just spots it as well. So, scouting probe is actually moving around. Let's see if Seb can scout what Molson is doing. Molson will confirm that there is no base, there is a stalker and another stalker, so cannot confirm the 2 follow-up stalkers after that. But I'm also not sure. I think Seb just confirmed that these are 2 adepts. I mean, the first 2 units.
Yeah, probably lost that. I think he lost that probe to the 2 adepts. I do like the stalkers out of Seb though, with Marston going for that proxy Stargate, going for oracles, man. Oh. Stalkers shoot up, adepts don't, so Stalker's probably the best call going out of those gateways. Going Stalker, Stalker. Oh, yep.
Okay, Molson is going to do double duty here. Lost mining time, and of course, when you are on one base, the lost mining time is absolutely painful. Now the Oracle comes in, but cannot actually do any huge damage. There are a lot of units in position. Quite unlucky. Didn't turn out as most of them wanted, but now our second Oracle is being chrono boosted. And of course, both players are expanding. Seb's base is going to be just a tad bit faster. It's not going to impact the game too much in the long run. Finally, this adept goes down from Molson.
Oh man, there's so many stalkers. I thought there was going to be a deleted oracle. And
I heard you.
Oh,
you almost had a breakdown there.
Yeah, dude, I was just like, wow. Like I said, those stalkers, Seb going for stalkers, probably a good call here. These oracles sort of splitting up. I don't know if that's intentional. Just tag. Yep. That's the right call. Yeah, right call out of Marston. Alright. And blink.
Nothing further. Yep.
Yep. Seb getting exactly what he needs to be able to pounce on these oracles and take them out.
Double oracle. Who do you think came out on top in this first engagement?
Probably Seb, I think. He's lost 2 extra workers, but Marston lost the 2 adepts, and I mean he's really only got these oracles for some sort of map presence.
3 workers for a total for a single worker and 2 adepts.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be like if the adepts could have killed like 2 more workers, then I would say it was worth it for Molson, but now Seb is going to scout everything that needs to be scouted. Ooh, hold on a second. Where's the dark? Oh, the dark train gets scouted. Oh, that is big from Seb.
Yeah. And Seb throws down a robo pretty much immediately, so definitely going to be chronoing out some observers, and has a forge anyway. So there we go.
Oh, there's the photon cannon as well.
Yeah, a forward defensive photon just to stop any DTs getting into the base. I mean, it won't stop any warp ins, but with that scout.
When was the last time we called a cannon in its full name as a photon cannon?
I actually don't know, man, but it's just the right word that came to me. Marston gonna recall this. Okay.
2 oracles.
For some reason. Cool.
Did we just... Oh, wait, one of them has 5 kills. Hold on a second. The other one, 2 kills. So they did dive in. My apologies. I didn't even see the alert going on the screen.
I didn't see it either. No, I didn't see it either.
This is the WTL observing layout. I don't know if that's like intentional.
Yeah, well, I mean,
out or it's a bug or something.
That's another 9 workers that have gone down. If I have that right.
Oh, these DTs.
And another 7. Yeah. Like I said, that the forward positioned photon cannon gives that detection. There should also be an observer out, I think. Yeah, there's an observer out as well. So Seb doing a pretty good job. I mean that. Oh, sorry.
Oracles dive in. There's no shield battery here. I mean,
Actually,
it's too far away.
they weren't synchronized up. Um, these stalkers have
Ooh.
blinked though, so Marston definitely. Okay, I was gonna say definitely
Oh,
gonna lose this
doesn't
one.
blink.
Yeah, Seb. Marston.
Ooh, ooh.
Marston.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, Mosen is a tad bit notorious for leaving his oracles unsupervised. Um,
And within range.
just a bit,
Feels bad.
sometimes. But let me tell you something like that. When Mosen leaves him unsupervised, he's doing something that is going to benefit him in the long run.
Wow. What a clutch little hallucinated Phoenix there.
Yeah. So the third base from Mosen was much faster. He
Yeah.
has that worker lead. I think if he can defend, then he's going to be in a super decent spot. Has the
Yep.
row on the way and +1 as well. Question
Yep.
is, will Seb turn back when +1 is finished?
I was about to say Seb's +1's gonna hit quite a bit before Marston's is, and yeah, he's gonna have that shield battery overcharge. If Seb decides to pull the trigger when +1 finishes, but double Oracle now is gonna come in and scout the timing of that third base, and yeah, the Oracle's coming back into the main. No 3 stalkers here.
Oh, one Oracle is going to go down for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, Marston's just gonna sacrifice the other Oracle for a couple more probes. 5 going down. Marston's actually done a pretty good job of killing Seb's probes this game. Seb's lost, I think, 17 plus minus. Yeah, 17 probes. Marston's only lost 1, so. Seb actually fires up that +2 pretty much as +1 finishes, so that's pretty diligent there, and gets a dark run of his own, so.
Yeah, that's kind of standard at this point, honestly, in PvP.
Yeah. I was gonna say both players just getting to the same position, just taking different routes, and like you said, that's pretty much PvP in general, which is cool. I mean, I'd like to see this PvP just dragging out 9 minutes, and now we're really gonna see some big armies clashing. No disco balls yet.
Not yet. Not even a single robotic support bay ready on either side.
Oh,
that's a Guardian Shield.
Yep. Okay, Marston blinks some of those stalkers forward. Those are going to get slaughtered now. As Seb also decides to blink forward. Marston got a bit of a concave at the top, but Seb has superior numbers in these ramps, and yeah, probably a good idea Marston gets out of there.
It's only like 3 stalkers, but it matters, especially if you can get to fire with a lot of them. You know, just blinking them separately. And Seb is actually having the right call, just taking the invitation to the dance, because he has better stuff here, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's also going to have a full upgrade advantage in a few more seconds, because Marston still hasn't even fired up his +2.
Ooh, yeah, and both players are going for charge. Moses' charge has finished just as we speak. Interesting that no player has fired up DTs for Archons yet.
I was going to say, there's a robo support way coming out of Seb. Seb just seems to be slightly ahead in getting what he needs. Yeah, the supplies are fairly even, so Marston's not behind in anything other than just the upgrades in the tech part, because there's that robo support bay. Marston is ahead on bases though. 4th Nexus, 2/3 of the way done.
Yeah, and Seb's 4th is just now starting, so it's only 3 stalkers, but there's an immortal in the army of Mosen, and there's a bunch of zealots here. 8 zealots to be specific, and he's going to be the one initiating with probably a couple of... Okay, never mind, it's not DTs. Ooh, thank you very much, Sickest, for the raid. Sick raid. Hope you had a really good stream. Hope you had some success in the FanCon Cup. Seeing you here this early means... I don't know what that means, though. I'm not sure if you managed to win or not, but thank you so much for raiding.
Welcome, Raiders. Welcome, Raiders. Yeah, Templar Archives on the way now. For, I think both players. Marston's already got his Templar Archives. Templar Archives on the way for Seb.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Okay. Quite interesting because you have DTs. I guess it's too even on gas, and probably Molson is just banking up a couple of gases here. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening with my PC. I think my USB drive is disconnecting for some reason, so I'm going to disconnect it myself just to not bother me anymore.
Yeah, Moston's got a couple zealots in the main base of Seb. Seb's actually just going to focus on his army right now. Moston's got an Immortal stuck here at the back of his army. Sort of getting
Ooh,
picked up here.
yeah, he needs to be ready
Yeah.
to save it. Where's the disruptors from Seb? That's the question. Okay, the drop is actually... I think it's quite successful. DTs are going to be the defensive warp in here. So that is not that bad. Waste a couple of warp ins. That means it's not going to happen in front. Oh, Moston. Okay, nicely blinks away.
Yeah, definitely paying attention to his army over here. Missing both of those purification over Seb. But
Okay, that's a dead warpism now. And there's 6 disruptors. That sounds like an overkill to me.
yeah,
No,
most
actually, is it? What do you think?
I think 6 is okay. If you made any more after 6, then I'd be like, okay, that's a bit much. But I think 6 is good, man. You get that constant fire. If you don't fire them all at once, you get that constant fire, and you really force your opponent to just disengage, where you can come in with a few cheeky cheap shots. But here we go.
Oh, 2 of them fall instantly on the side of Molson, and now Molson tries to just snipe a couple of them. Nice splits here, but there are too many disruptors, I think.
Yeah,
The armor supply is actually in favor of Seb, but does he have the warpism somewhere close? That's the question. Molson is actually trying to just hold this attack from Seb. Tries to snipe the disruptors. He manages to snipe one. Going to manage to snipe all of the disruptors. Question is, will he have enough to snipe these stalkers? Pulls the probes.
Yeah, 18 workers. The probes going down as yeah, probes seem to be the defense here. Seb's got a few more units poking in at the third, but I think most of them might just have the defense. Yeah. I think those 2 disruptors were the only disruptors Moston had. He's now got a third one, or one right now, but yeah, Seb seeing those disruptors idle gets a nice jump on it. Moston's zealot run
Molson's actually evening up the worker kill count. It's 22 already, so that means a full mineral and gas line has been cleared right now.
Yeah, Seb must have lost something close to 60 probes right now, which is pretty good. Pretty good for Moston. Ahead in workers and in army supply. I'm pretty sure I saw one of them fire up +3 weapons, but that seems to have been cancelled.
Kind of cancelled. Oh,
I think
maybe.
it got denied. I think it got denied by the zealots in the main.
Yeah, most likely. Since the forge is just now rebuilding, and it looks like the only forge that is rebuilding, so
Yeah.
it's not the second one. Well, technically, it's the second one.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that was
having a seizure. Poor probe. Imagine getting stuck. Actually, it's not stuck. What's happening here?
maybe it did. I think that support base might just be touching the minerals.
Oh yeah, maybe. No, it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Oh no,
yeah.
mind. It does. It does.
Oh, feels bad. Oh well. There we go. Shadow Stride on the way, as well as Gravitic Drive. Moslin's Gravitic Drive's already done. So.
Gravitic Drive or Booster? No, Gravitic Drive is the warpism speed, I believe. I need to brush up on that one. Oh.
There we go. Purification.
Oh, that's nice. Not that big. Single
Nice,
Zealot gets hit.
Yeah.
Does Molson have any disruptors left? He has one disruptor ball left. Oh, Blink is getting used. Oh, gets 2 disruptors. Now he's going to just ignore the ones that fired.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a decent shot.
Yeah, both players exchanging good purification overs. Moston hit those, took out 2 or 3 disruptors there, and decided to jump on the rest of the army. Now forces Seb to disengage. But fighting into these little smoke screens. Okay, at least as long as you have vision on both sides, you're not
beautifully just jailing those stalkers, man.
Yeah,
2 stalkers that got jailed with the blink.
Yeah, this game's spicy, man. For game 1 of this KPL Div 2, man. This is really spicy. I hope the rest of the series turns out to be this good. Oh, purification over.
Ooh,
Nice.
barely misses. Mosin
Yeah,
is paying attention. Of course, these players know what they have to do in PvP. There is a War Prism in the center of the map.
did Monster never rebuild his War Prism?
I don't think so. There's disruptors coming up for both players. There's always there's a higher disruptor count, and honestly, if Molston can do it without the superior disruptor count, I don't know what Seb can do when the disruptor count just evens out. Where's the
Yeah,
observer from Seb? Oh, it's actually not that far away. Doesn't bring it though. Oh man, that's 5 disruptors to the 2 of Molson. How many robos do we have? 2 apiece. We have more production on the side of Seb. 10 gateways to the 7 of Molson.
oh, triple purification over. Okay, they delete those 2 Archons, but there we go, purification
I
over.
just realized Molson has two Dark Shrines.
Oh,
Imagine having a backup to your if it falls, you know. I think that was just a misclick. He was like, "Oh, it's time for a Dark Shrine." He forgot that he went for it. Oh, that's a huge disruptor shot. Oh,
Yeah,
2 more.
Yeah.
Molson is a bit out of position, and oh, that is just painful for Molson.
yeah, definitely
GG is
wasn't paying
called.
attention. Definitely wasn't paying attention to that specific screen. Obviously busy somewhere else, and unfortunately pays the price. 2 great purification overs, and yeah, Seb. That's why I love PvP, man. It can be so brutal like that, and I mean, most of them played a solid game, and I think as a Protoss player, and it must be difficult, man. It must
It
be a hard
is.
pill. It must be a hard pill to swallow to look away for half a second, come back, and half your army's been deleted by some purification overs. It's a bit, maybe a little triggering. But most of
Yeah.
them played a solid game, and well done to Seb. He gets the first point on the board.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think.
Also, I see. Oh, Sika's got 4th place. That's a really
Oh,
respectable
yeah, nice.
finish, to be honest. If you ask me, Sika's. So, congratulations on your 4th place. Even
Yeah, well done,
if
Seb.
you would have wanted more, it's still a respectable finish
Yeah, result for sure, man.
or result. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, let's see, sir. Oh, I was literally about to say, what's our next map? Ancient System. We're still
Ancient
getting over the
sister.
WTL.
Okay, and we need Mr. Moston. There we go.
Just waiting for a race change, I think.
Yeah.
There we go. We'll be on the way. Nice. Yeah, Seb getting a couple good purification overs once again. Okay. Got this, yeah.
I just
Well.
hydrated. Everyone, don't forget to hydrate. If you have some water or any other stuff, just be sure to keep hydrated. Stay hydrated because yeah, we have a couple of games left here, so definitely don't want to miss them.
At least 3 more.
Exactly. I think they will play out the final series as well.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Hopefully,
Yeah.
it's not going to be a 4-0. I would hate that, honestly. Just for the sake of potentially not getting the last 2 maps. I mean, I want more StarCraft, man.
I was gonna say 4-0 because that means CSO's not gonna get a point on the board.
Yeah, hopefully that's not gonna happen. But what is going to happen is the fact that we jumped onto Ancient Cistern, and we have in the top right side our teal Protoss with the classic Nexus representing CSO Esports. It's Moston.
And his opponent in the bottom left. Yellow probes, give it up if you're cheering for. Get what V-Fishes is. It is Seb.
Yep. Good old Vengeance Fishing Club.
Yeah, so strange.
V-Fish.
Yeah, V-Fish.
VFC. Whatever that
Vengeance Fishing
is.
Club.
That's an interesting name for a clan, to be honest.
Actually,
I kind of
it's-
like it.
yeah,
Not bad.
Fishing Club. I wonder if they actually fish, man.
Oh, imagine if that would be the case.
Yeah, if they
They're
start
like
off fish.
they're,
Someone has
they're like fishing MMR. Maybe it's a fishing MMR fishing clan. You know,
no, sure,
they
could
get
be.
the best sniper players and they just join team leagues, and then they're like participating in pre-made lineup tournaments.
Tournaments such as this, yeah. That would be kind of interesting.
Coffee in the case of Jono, yes. Jono is brewed a large pot of coffee.
That coffee's finished, man. All 3 cups
Eh, oh,
gone.
already. Oh la la. Okay. Oh, three. Wait. Oh, 3 cups. What?
Yeah, dude. Big,
Okay.
big pot of coffee makes me 3 cups, and all 3 of them are gone.
Oh my God. Did you drink all three?
Yeah.
Oh man. Are you not? Wait. I remember specifically no, 2 week, no, last week actually. You were like, oh, it's well past my bedtime, and that was like what, 9 p.m., 10 p.m.
Yeah,
for you,
yeah, 9:30, 10 o'clock.
and you drink three cups of coffee, and you
Oh,
basically just go to sleep at 9:30. Like,
yeah, dude. Easy peasy.
oh my God, you're just like me, man. I'm not kidding, by the way. Like, 100%. You're actually 200% just like me.
Ooh. Seb being a little cheeky. Both players being cheeky with pylons where they shouldn't be, but I'd like to see Mostyn. I was going to say I'd like to see him cancel that. That'll be a waste of 100
Yeah,
mineral.
I think Seb
Seb.
is going to cancel as well.
Ooh,
Doesn't cancel. Okay.
okay. All right. I suppose what this does is it keeps Mostyn's adepts at home, and I mean delays the Nexus for a few more seconds. Not that big of a deal, but at least you know where the adepts are.
Yeah, this is actually quite painful. Oh, but that's 4 adepts. Ooh, that's gonna be 6 adepts. Okay, I've seen this build from Mosten. Can't really recall what it was exactly. Oh, that's 4 adepts being scouted by Seb. And you actually need to be careful because 2 stalkers lose to 4 adepts. I mean, they just get focused down, and then the DPS just goes to
Yeah.
half.
If the shots are synchronized and if you're focusing them properly. But yeah, here we go. 3 stalkers gonna chase down these 4 adepts eventually. Okay, 4 stalkers here for.
Oh, he's gonna go in. I remember the first time when I saw Mosten do something like this with massive amounts of adepts. It's not that big of a deal, but ooh, gets ult 4 out. One of them is even untouched. Wow, that's crazy. And now 6.
Yeah, and Mostyn's also first to blink,
Is
so
ooh, he's actually not finishing it. I was almost 100% sure that he's going to finish. He's like, you know, he just does it, and then he's like, oh, hello. And it just knocks on the door. And now he's going to finish. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, what adept is actually... Okay, they can go in still.
yeah, they can shade through the force field. Probably gonna finish.
Okay.
That. Nice.
Yeah, 4 adepts are still out. Sorry.
3 now.
How many probes? 8 probes for 6 adepts, and maybe even counting, and the lost mining time.
Yeah, yeah. Let's have a look. Yeah, Mostyn's income for a while has
Hear the
been.
stinger on stream while you guys are in game. What's stinger?
Maybe it's missing a transition. Interesting.
I don't know. What kind of stinger are we talking about?
I don't know. Absolutely no idea, because I've got the game. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Ooh, and Darkshine is going to come up from Molston.
Yeah.
Unscouted. Oh, but look. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, look at the vision of Seb. Oh, that was
All right. Yeah.
almost scouted. Molson has enough here to deal with this whole thing, and
Wow.
Molson takes a nice fight here.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, Seb absolutely gets caught. Maybe just like one stalker too many or two stalkers too many there for Mostyn, but Seb realizing he's going to lose all of his stalkers. Didn't scout that Dark Shrine, but if he watches that replay, he's going to know he would have been in some serious trouble.
Yeah.
Let's actually have a look. Nice. Actually, we just got mirrors this entire time. This whole KPL Div 2 is just going to be mirrors, man. That's going to be cool, I think. Actually, maybe not. We don't know what they're going to put forward. Do we know if they have any Zerg players?
Yeah, they have Zerg players in the second and third match, so
Nice.
both are going to be two TVZs. Meva versus Legend Killer. This is actually, all games are looking quite close in terms of MMR. So wait, Molson. Well, Molson is like, what's Molson's MMR right now on his main? Oh, it's 5-1. Okay, so same as Seb. And Meva is actually
Wait.
4-8. Okay, and Legend Killer should be a bit lower, I think. 4-5. Almost 4-5. Okay, and Aleph is going to be the third player. That's a bit of a bigger fish.
Yeah.
5-4, almost at the, basically at the very top of this bracket. So
Yeah, man. Let's see two TVZs coming up. So two of the most mechanically technical series
yeah,
coming up. Two sets of best of twos. Let's see what we get. Nice. And yeah, man. I mean that artwork is something else, man. V Fish.
V Fish.
Yeah.
We're waiting on the V Fish player.
Yeah, Mewa, yeah, ready. And Terran is ready. Legend Killer. Legend
Trying
Killer's
to just,
Protoss is sitting at about 3-9, man. That's not bad at all.
well, I guess not.
Yeah, I mean, it is Protoss. Yeah, dude. So, let's see when Legend Killer shows up. I mean, obviously, we wait a little bit.
Yeah, there's 15 minutes as far as I know. I mean, that's usually the case. Okay, it seems available now. And he joins. There
Instant.
we go. The Legend Killer has shown up. Let's see if Mavo is going to be the next legend that he kills. If it's going to be vice versa, then that means Meva is not a legend for now, but could be by defeating the Legend Killer.
That would be good.
All right, both players are ready. countdown has started. We are loading into altitude.
Oh man, let me get my gown.
Ah, yes. Imagine from the tropical parts of the world on Gresvan, respectively ancient cistern. One of them is like a desert, the other one is a tropical island or something. We hop over to the frozen wastes on high altitude, so to speak. And we'll have our player in the bottom left side of altitude. With a classic command center representing CSO Esports is going to be Meva.
And his opponent in the top right, representing Vengeance Fishing Club. Give it up for the yellow Zerg player. It is Legend Killer.
Hopefully, is not going to kill anyone today. Hope to see him on a break. And look at this, Linglad. This is actually 14 hatch. Will this be a 14-14? That's my question here. Looks like it.
Looks like it, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, this drone is gonna get a 14 spawning pool. Now, I'm not familiar with the particular details of the 14-14 as I see it quite rarely.
Yeah, it's definitely not the most common build we see. But there we go. A little extractor trick as well, just to get another drone out as soon as possible.
Yep. I mean, you lose a couple of minerals, but it's like 25 minerals for the extractor. Then you have, what you call it, the drone for 50. So basically, you lose like what, 12 minerals, 13, and you mine more. So it's gonna come back in the long run.
Yeah,
definitely.
it's just an expensive drone, but you get that income a little bit quicker. So yeah, we see Meva with a 3 worker lead at the moment, but yeah, these links gonna pop out and okay. And Meva gonna scout this and say okay, all right. Sees 2 links pop out and maybe Legend Meva's gonna say wait, those are a little bit quick.
Yeah, not exactly sure. I think it's quite faster because you get it at 14.
Yeah.
So that means
But those
I'm trying to figure out the particularities
from the natural. You didn't actually see the 4 from the main. That's what I'm thinking. But let's see. I mean, these 6 lings are moving across the map. They're about to hit Mewa's natural. Mewa has 1 marine at home to deal with these 6 lings. That's it.
Oh, and the command center is not finished yet.
CC's gonna get delayed.
Oh, that's actually painful.
Yeah, it's actually
reactor is not done yet. He has to pull some SCVs, I think, to repair this reactor until these 2 marines get out.
Oh, three links working through that reactor with 1 SCV repairing. I think that these 2 marines. Okay, there we go. Second SCV gets pulled into repair, and I think those marines are now going to make it out.
Reaper should command center. Yeah. Okay, I like the Reaper grenade, honestly. That Reaper grenade did a lot of job there, just bouncing off the links, not managing to break in. Honestly, breaking in is a thing, because this amount of links will not achieve close to anything.
Yeah, yeah. For sure, even SCVs being pulled would be able to deal with those 6 slow lings. But I mean, third base is on the way for Legend Killer, so maybe he didn't get everything that he wanted to do with those 6 lings across the map, but
I mean, the purpose of a early pull is to deny the CC building.
Yeah.
I saw Milky Cow do CC first against players who are notorious for pool first or a faster pool than the standard hatch gas pool timing. That's because then they cannot actually deny the building of the command center.
It's almost guaranteed to go up, unless it's a 12 pool.
Yeah,
Am
and
I
look
right?
at that. We have a fully loaded medevac. Even the Reaper just gets into it. And Links are now moving back. Link speed is not even close to finishing. This is a extremely delayed link speed. I'm not sure if this build is has to delay the link speed so much. Bailing Nest and Evo Chamber. Okay, kind of like that. Meva is going to just deny a couple of creep tumors here, most likely. Yep, that is going to be the case, and possibly an Overlord as well.
Yeah, Mewell should have noticed that there's no speed on these Lings, but Legend Killer probably has a bit too much, or has enough to push this away quite comfortably. Another OV, okay, I was gonna say another OV goes down, but Pneumatas Carapace finishes up, and those OVs are able to get out of there.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's a lot of queens here, and the medevac gets to half HP. At
yeah,
this point, I would not actually try to. Oh, never mind. Jono, we have a chronic. How do you call this? We have a CNS, chronic Nickeract syndrome,
yeah, yeah.
in honors of our wonderful CSO Cup participant Nickeract. Meva is doing Nickeract's favorite build, the BC opener. Oh, the links get in. Oh, but it's going to be a barbecue.
Yeah.
Is it? Looks
Yeah.
like it. One
Once
alien goes down though.
yeah, once these Marines pop out, it's going to be pretty okay. And there we go. The Lings chasing those SUVs, line up nicely, and like you said, it's going to be a barbecue. Ling meats on the menu.
For
Make,
base.
makes me feel bad being Ling lad.
By the way, this is actually a mistake, in my opinion. Legend Killer forgot to fill up his gas geysers on the natural, and we only have two on the in the
One in
main.
main, yeah.
Is this on purpose? I wonder.
With the spy on the roach warren coming down, I think it might be a mistake. You'd like to go up to like 4 to 6 gases. Okay, there we go. Gases. 4. Gases 3, 4, 5, and 6 come down.
Ooh, and now we have the BC and the Hellbats coming in for that barbecue. Meva is in a really decent position, even lands the Viking. Has a single Hellion that hasn't transformed into a Hellbat, but this looks like quite a crazy build here from Meva.
Yeah. Oh, a
Ooh,
couple of Bailings, sure. That's nice. A couple of Bailings up quite nicely. And the BC's down to half health, so I mean, if this Spore Crawler and Queens can get in on this BC,
Ooh, one queen goes down, one more queen is going to go down, and another queen should go down to those Hellbats. BC is just targeting down the drones. And Meva is in a comfortable lead in terms of workers.
yeah, that BC just gets out of there, man. Look at the health. Look at the health on that BC, man. There's really not much going for it. As look. There we go. Let's see. No health on that BC.
Ooh, Spore Crawler gets dragged into the middle between the... Well, actually, in front of the natural.
A double mule repair on the BC, man. Mero just making
that is quite important, yeah. The longer you keep up the pressure, the better.
Yeah.
Now, roaches are going to deal really nicely with this...
with these Hellbats on the ground.
These Hellbats, yeah.
Yeah, but Mero's done a good job of keeping Legend Killer down onto 3 bases. I'd like to see Legend Killer maybe take that 3 o'clock base. I saw his camera just pop there, and he's probably going to try to take it now.
We have mech on the plate, by the way. Just if someone was wondering, we have mech on the plate. This is not an illusion. There's 4 tanks on the way, as well as Blue Flame.
Yeah, that's sick, man. Vehicle weapon plus 1
Reigniter.
for
Oh, hold on a second. There was 17. Oh, I think a couple of Banelings just got in. Wait, were those a couple of Banelings? I think there were a couple of Banelings, and like 17 SCVs died.
Instant like that has to be a Baneling. It sounds like Banelings if you ask me.
Yeah.
This PC being in range of these Spore Crawlers is actually a little painful to see here from Mero, because Spore Crawlers
He can teleport away, though.
Yeah, tactical
if
jump.
needed.
And yeah, let's see another armory on the way here for Mero. Is probably going to look to get double upgrades.
4 base on the way.
Yeah. I like how this game is panning out, man. It's 9 minutes in. We're around the 100 supply mark for both players, and I mean, both players have been trading blows, and Mero losing those 17 SUVs is still up by like 17 workers at the moment.
The tank train. The pain train.
Yeah, Soon it's going to be the +2 pain train.
Oh my god, yeah, Mel is on top of his upgrades and he has double armory.
Yeah.
I don't see, yeah, there's no, okay, now plating starts as well.
Yeah, 2 CCs on the way, so maybe we're going up to 5 CCs. Not 5 mining CCs, but we'll definitely have 5 CCs. So maybe we're trying to transition out of this as Legend Killer kind of, there we go. Firing up some more drones. I was going to say kind of stuck on a low drone count. Centrifugal hooks finally get started. 10-minute baneling speed.
There is no Yamato. No Yamato, so there's no potential to one-shot some of these units.
Yeah, you gotta love the
It
lift
doesn't
and
need to lift.
land. I think it was to do the caustic spray. It was just to break the caustic spray lock on. Oh, a couple Hellion, Blue Flame Hellions get into this third base of Legend Killer, and 14 drones get roasted before the Hellions get dealt with. Another 3-4 more go down.
Yeah, now it's only the army, and Meva's army supply is quite close to Legend Killers, which is obviously not the best case for Zerg. You always want to be ahead of the turn. You want him, especially if the turn is playing mech. You want the turn to constantly have to trade, stay at home, just try to move around their bases to, well, just basically try to stay alive. And the Terran's goal is to max out, obviously.
Legend Killer actually gets a nice little scout there with those lings of the army of Mewas. Mewa's now going to look to pull back to these tanks. I would have liked to have seen him siege him up a few seconds earlier and bait with the other two. But Mewa's gonna start to lay siege to this fourth base at 3 o'clock here of Legend Killer. Yeah, Legend Killer is not going to be able to hold this, and yep, quickly evacuate. Doesn't want to lose the drones he just made. Yeah, we're up 20
corruptors. Is this enough for? I think it's going to be enough for 2 BCs.
Yeah.
1 BC teleports away. Tactical jump being used on one of them is actually big. That one needs to leave the battlefield. Oh, Thor is here.
And +3, man. +3 is on the way for Mewa. Mewa just dotting his R's and crossing his T's and just playing a really solid game 1 in this best of 2.
Absolute banger of a match so far. Oh,
okay.
Bit of a pause here.
Yeah, a little PP. Please pause. 2 more Thors on the way. Yeah, I mean, let's just take a breather here and just have a look at where we are. Legend Killer with not much creep spread out on the map. How many queens does Legend Killer have? Can we tell? Legend Killer only has 4 queens at the moment, so yeah, not much creep spread happening, and finally
only
going
5 tumors were denied, by the way, Jono. So that means Legend Killer hasn't put that much time into spreading the creep.
Yeah.
To his defense, he has only 4 queens, and a lot of them went down.
Yeah.
How many queens? 7 queens went down. So okay, that's the answer there.
Yeah. Mewa's done a pretty solid job.
That's kind of a late siege. Oh, that's a really good trade for Legend Killer here.
Yeah,
might be able to turn the tides. Oh, but no, actually, that's +2, +1 Thors. And the Corruptors will fall really soon, I believe.
Yeah, these Thors were kind of needed when the tanks were all sieged up. Tanks sieged up in a line, and some great corrosive bars took those down, but yeah, Mewa's just reinforcements coming in here, and like you said, +2, +1, 3 Thors and a tank, and a BC. It'll be really difficult for Legend Killer to hold on to this down 22 workers as well.
Yeah, this is like a worst case scenario for the Zerg. Yeah. And not the type of worst case scenario, but playable. This is period. So worst case scenario, period. That's
when a Terran's up in upgrades, up in workers, up in army supply,
up in everything. Yeah, that's the time when you just fight one more time and it eats all of the corrosive biles and the BC is still alive. Like that's a sign, man, that you need to just leave the game.
Yeah.
GG is called, or single G. As Meva takes game number 1.
Yeah, just a solid mech play there by Mewa, and I think Legend Killer, I mean, didn't play badly at all.
Not at all. I think this was a really nice build from Meva. Obviously, altitude being probably the worst map in for Terrans in general. I would say, at least that's what a couple of people say. I'm not an expert yet. Hope to be one day, of course. But yeah, let's see what game number 2 has in store for us, as this is going to be on quite the opposite in terms of map size. Oh, we kind of lost Mel. Okay, never mind. We haven't lost Mel. I found
Yeah,
him.
let's see what yeah, map number 2 between these two players pans out. But this is map number 4 in the series, and CSO is currently up 2-1.
Yeah.
Let's see if V-Fish Vengeance Fishing Club can bring it back. Or
I
CSO.
love how you're unsure of the clan name.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
it's not a household name if I'm not mistaken, because at least I haven't seen them yet
Okay.
in any clan war.
And if I think of a fishing club, I don't think of vengeance when it comes to a fishing club. But shout out to them, man. Very unique name. Those are showing us some good games, man. So pretty sick. Pretty sick.
Yeah, hopefully a new team that just can join every season and just help grow the scene. You
Yeah,
know.
bring a different flavor to the StarCraft scene, which is great.
All right. Would you like to introduce our first player?
Yeah, for sure. In the bottom right-hand corner, the blue Terran SCVs for CSO. Give it up for Mewa.
And his opponent for Vengeance Fishing Club, V-Fish. In the purple and the top left side as the Zerg player, it's Legend Killer.
Once again, going for that 14 hatch. He's going 14 hatch. Mewa, though, is going 4 SCVs out on the map. We're going committed. 3 proxy, 3 racks. Probably an extra SCV.
That's for.
You raised them before, bro. Yeah.
Oh, Jano, there's not gonna be an overlord to scout this. Oh, there's not gonna be an overlord to scout this. The overlord is just now coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Am I crazy?
I think that.
No, there's no overlord.
No. The second
The overlord
Overlord's
is
only
super
on the way now.
late.
Yeah. Overlord's only on the way now. It is rallied to the correct side, but how far down does it go? I mean, that Overlord's gonna probably scout it when the 4th rack is down. Mewa with a pretty committed build in game number 2. Really wants to get the 2nd point on the board here for CSO, and oh, I actually don't like that spawning pool placement from Legend Killer. Like
Yeah, it's going to deny the gas mining for a tad bit.
it's
Not
just
by
a bit
that
close.
much, but
Yeah,
uh,
it's just close.
it depends, because it looks like a really uh
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I think I have my timing spot on. I'm gonna scout it when the 4th rack finishes, and
yeah,
yeah, you
and
start.
link speed is going to be super delayed in my opinion.
Yeah,
Well, if there's going to be link speed in this game at all. The score is 2-1 currently for CSO Blood Rain. Trying to showcase it to my best knowledge.
yeah, here we go. 1 queen, 2 queens pop out here for Legend Killer, so
Ooh,
that's
this
probably
might be actually good for Legend Killer
yeah,
here.
yeah.
Let's see if Mela has enough firepower here. SCVs are fighting as well. This is pretty committed. If the SCVs fall, there's not going to be any bunker. But honestly, there's no chance to get the bunker either. Like anyways.
Yeah,
Oh,
with
there's
the,
no transfusion potential here for for Marines.
yeah,
Mela is actually mismicroing a couple of move commands here. He should not.
yeah, it's gonna lose both of these. Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna lose both of these Marines. I, man, I thought the proxy 4x was gonna pretty hit pretty hard, but it looks like that 14,
Should have
14,
waited. I think he should have waited until
6, 8 Marines bank up a few
yeah,
more and get just that snowball of DPM.
just when he saw that there's no way to actually
Win that.
get bunkers down.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad call. Actually, that's probably not a bad call. Once you see that 14 hatch is done already, and you're not gonna get a bunker in there because the creeps already started to spread outwards from from the hatchery. Hey, that's it. Unlucky for Mewa. Went for a pretty committed build in game number 2, and Legend Killer just kills the legend that is Mewa and ties up the series 2-2. 1-1 in the series and 2-2 overall. I'm gonna get at least another 2 games out of this, Malzio. Aren't you looking forward to that?
It's another TVZ, and
Yeah.
actually, Morrow has solid TVZ in my opinion.
What's the MMR difference between these two?
Like 300 MMR, 400 MMR.
Two
So
ages?
I'm a bit worried for Morrow, but hopefully it's actually like 250, 300.
Okay. Yeah, let's have a look. Aelith gonna be playing in the CSO colors.
Yeah.
Not playing for CSO though, just to clarify. Yeah, ready from both players. Countdown begins. This has the
All
potential to
right.
be our last series. If this one goes the distance, goes 1-1, we go down to an ace match, and only that gets decided at the end of game number 6, correct?
Yep.
Who will be playing the ace match? Okay. Looking forward to that, man.
Well, I'm hoping for a 2-0 for Morrow. If Morrow can take it 2-0, then
Yeah, that'll
CSO
be.
takes the series, obviously. All right, let's get the show on the road. Spawning in the bottom left carpet on Royal Blood, our map with the carpets, obviously. It's going to be our blue Terran representing CSO Esports. It's Morrow.
His opponent in the top right-hand corner, playing for Vengeance Fishing Club. It is the purple Zerg player. It's Aelith. Very interesting, man. I've actually only really paid attention to their little icon now, man. It just looks so nice with that purple background.
Yeah, true.
It actually just pops so nicely. I didn't really notice it in the previous game. No flames. I'm just saying it pops really nicely with the purple.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just because it's by a hatchery. It could be. It could be.
I mean, the logo is cool as well.
Yeah.
You gotta give credit where credit's due, but yeah, the logo looks cool in my opinion.
Yeah, and we get the big carpets here, which probably is not a good sign for a TVZ. We'll see if Morrow is able to abuse those Widow Mines disappearing into those carpets or not.
Yeah, that is true.
Would feel kind of bad if that happened.
I mean, it's war, baby.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
use the ESL version if that's the case.
Yeah.
If you need to. If you want no carpets, obviously.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Especially in this matchup. I think in the other matchups it's not such a big deal, but once Terran's involved, I mean, those Widow Mines don't need an armory to be cloaked under those carpets.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, well, they do need to be cloaked, but you won't be able to see their shadow.
Yeah, that is.
That's actually
true.
more correct. That's actually more
Yeah.
correct. But yeah, let's see what happens in this game. The Reaper's making its way across the map from Aelith. It was just stock standard 16, 18, 17.
All right, and the Reaper is actually trying to work a bit on these links, damaging the drone just a tad bit. There's still 4 links alive, so now the queen has popped, and no creep tumor here. So the question is, will Morrow? Okay, Morrow sees that there is no creep tumor. Now usually, okay, no, this is a double inject.
Yeah.
And a relatively late third base, I would say.
I think it was just because of the Reaper harass that the drone didn't make it out. The
Yeah,
drone
could be
normally goes
the
out before
case.
the drone normally goes out before the Reaper gets there. Well, that's what like Cyril and them do. Whereas I think anyone that's not Cyril or Rain or someone sort of keeps the drone at home until it's safe to move out. So I mean, the third base was slightly delayed, but nothing too crazy. Speaking of crazy, Mara with a nice quick third CC, not crazy, but
It's not
enough to
crazy in TVZ, but yeah, good to point out that he's not planning to do some two base shenanigan.
yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure. Nice to see Mara prepared to at least get to about the 6-7 mark, 6-7 minute mark, not going like a full two base. I'm gonna hammer you until you're out of this game. But yeah, I mean, nothing too crazy. Is a overlord that's just gonna make its way into the main base, and that's about as exciting as this is gonna be right now.
Okay,
Season
there's a
30.
Viking, and look at that.
Okay.
We have a Liberator coming up. I always forget, honestly, that eh, do you need a what you call it tech lab for the fusion core? I always forget that one. Trying to remember.
Probably.
I think you do,
Well, maybe
but
you
I'm not
don't.
sure.
Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't need a tech lab for the fusion core, but you need a tech lab to build a unit
Yeah.
that gets unlocked by the fusion core. That might be it. Because what if you had only reactors and you built? Would you be able to build a fusion core? It's a good question.
Okay, it's not going to be BC. I was just thinking about, like, Viking denying the Overlord Nicaract.
Yeah, you're correct. Yeah, we go. It's too
But
late
no,
for the
it's
fusion
going to
core.
be a reactor on top of that starport, or onto that starport, and a cheeky supply drop there. Supply wall is going to be finished in a couple of moments.
Yep. Um, hey, let's with some nice scouting going on. I see. Just droning up. If I get up to a nice healthy drone count, going up to 4 bases. As 1-1 and Stimmer on the way for Morrow.
Yeah,
Yeah, both players playing pretty passively. Morrow's got a couple units heading across the map, but both players playing pretty passively. I think these are just going to be Hellions, yeah. Just
yeah.
some cars kind of
This
going.
series seems like the most passive so far. Both of them had like decent action, decent
Yeah.
amount of action.
Decent openers, decent, not hadn't lost too much. Has neither player's lost or gained too much, so it's a pretty decent start for both of them. Is yeah, Morrow now just going to use us. Oh, that's look.
It's not losing it. Oh, he sieged it up. Oh, that's actually a F2 proof move there. Sometimes I see Protoss players do
The
the
same
same
with the
thing
Warp.
with War Prism. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
there we
100%.
go. Great minds think alike, as I always say.
Yeah, dude.
Do we have an armory? The armory is not yet done. I'm not sure if this is meant to be a Hellbat push, but
That's
yeah,
kind
the
of
armory is not done.
all these
Oh, a couple of
bases.
Bailings get spotted.
Yeah, yeah, and Mara's just gonna get out of there. Yeah, is a Ling run bar. I think that's just gone into the third base. Two SCVs get taken down, but Mara has some reinforcements that are
Oh,
gonna
these
be.
Hellions are going to catch all of these Lings.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah.
going to morph into Bailings. Instant cancel, trying to run away, but that's not going to happen. I don't know. Does it take longer to kill them while in the cocoon?
I have no idea.
Oh,
I would
there's one
presume.
Ling left.
I would presume it would take longer to kill them in a cocoon. A cocoon would offer some sort of protection. I don't know if it's weak to anything though. So yeah,
Yeah, that's
Mara now
true.
looking to yeah once again pushing up that alleyway. Clear the creep earlier.
Oh, oh, that could be nice hits. Nicely done there by Morrow. Gets the mutas.
Yeah.
We also forgot to mention that there is a Spire on the way, and now targets down the Bailings. Bit overstimmed here, but actually does a nice job here. Units lost wise, the Zerg lost a bit more. 5 more mutas on the way. There's 6 out already on the map. These Lings haven't morphed into Banelings. These mines are going to shoot once again. They are cloaked. Oh, the mutas. Okay, that is a nice shot. Oh, doesn't target the mutas though. Now 2 more mines coming forward. One queen will fall for sure. All queens fall actually.
All 3 of them actually go down. Yeah, man, that Widowmine actually doing a pretty decent amount of splash. Oh, good spot there, man. Some morphing banelings gonna catch some of these SCVs, long distance mining. Oh, the banelings.
Oh, he needs to close the door. Oh, Maro!
Oh no,
Oh,
Maro
no.
too busy looking at the front.
Oh, friendly fire on the Marines. Oh, Maro is a tad bit.
Now that I think about it, 11 SCVs for those 7 or 8 banelings actually isn't that great for Aelith, because, yeah, I mean, how many long distance mining SCVs were there?
Yeah, I could have taken down a couple of them.
Actually, it's only the +1/1 is only on the way now for Aelith, so yeah, I mean, it still would have taken 2 banelings to kill those SCVs. Here come a huge clump of mutas. Gonna try dive onto that missile turret. Yeah, Moro's sort of just gonna sacrifice that missile turret and.
Yeah,
Alright.
doesn't want to deal with the splash from the mutas. Oh
Yeah.
man.
Those bouncing glaives from the mutas. I think they are definitely glaives, but they're not like adept glaives.
Yeah.
I'll find out what their actual thing is. I think mutas have the longest range in the game because of the bounce of the glaives.
I think Thors have longer range though.
But it's the extra bounce that the glaives.
Still, I think the Thors have longer range, especially versus air.
Oh yeah,
like,
look at that.
Look at that. The Thor was here and shot like here. Like that's half across the monitor.
Actually, yeah, that's ever since the Broodlord. The Broodlord era of StarCraft when the
Thor. Yeah, the Broodlord cannot reach the Thor. I mean, it can reach it, but the Thor will start shooting at it, I think, a bit faster than...
Yeah, I think it's like 12 distance and then 11 or something. Crazy, man. Thors have such...
Lurkers with range, maybe that's more, I'm not
Maro,
sure.
Once again, pushing up through this little passage, man. He cleared the creepier. Seems to be pretty diligent in clearing the creepier and wants to push from here. Aelith expanding top left, saying it.
He needs to be careful if those Banelings connect. That's going to be really, really bad for Maro. Loses 1 medevac due to the mine shot.
Yeah,
man, these mines have done more damage to the Terran.
Then
sooner or later, it's going to be more damage to the Terran than the Zerg.
Yeah, Aelith looking to put some pressure on Maro now, saying, hey, you know, get off my lawn. I'm going to come give you some trouble. Ling run by in there. Couple SCVs go down.
Nicely pulling away from Maro. Props to Maro for spotting that in the middle of the chaos. I wouldn't have minded if he would finish this wall, honestly.
Yeah,
mines can shoot outside of that wall as well, while the Banelings try to bust it. At least your opponent is forced to sacrifice a couple of Banelings there.
Yeah, 100%. For Aelith,
another mute is going to go into the main, right?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, I'm going to dive into the third. I said for sure, and not going to happen. I guess Aelith's going to say, well, what's your most important mining base? Probably your third. Your main's starting to mine out, or should be nearly done in 12 minutes. And there's just so many mutas here. The CC is going to go down.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But on the other side of the map, as we are watching these mutas wreak havoc onto the Terran base, a couple of OVs are going to find their end there.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice Baneling connection. Actually, are those nice Baneling connections, Linglad? I'm not exactly sure.
These mutas came all the way back and joined these Lings from the front.
Ooh, nicely saving that door.
Yeah, man.
He needs to be careful. I shouldn't lose it. Oh, nicely saving it. Just a couple more shots. Every single shot counts right now for Maro.
100%. This Thor's gonna go down eventually, but I mean, so many extra shots with those clutch saves by Maro.
Up. Ooh, that's painfully nice. Nice stuff. Liberate is actually, I think. Am I crazy if I say Maro just got these for the splash damage?
I don't think you're crazy. It's probably a good observation that Liberators, when not siege, do splash to air units, but these mutas just can delete these lips way too quickly. And the only thing up from Aelith, she just needs to avoid these Widowmine shots. Oh.
Yeah, this Tor is going to go down to the magic box of the mutas.
Wow. Nice. Nice. These two players are trading so hard. Moro seems to have a little bit more in terms of army here. Ayla's trying to morph some banelings here around the natural. Moro now pressuring the natural, but these banelings are going to be allowed to finish up. And yeah, Moro just trying to micro for his life right now. These Widow Mines are just brutal, man.
Oh, there's no Overseer. This Overseer is morphing right now, but it's not going to be in time. Oh, that's a bit more minds that shot than Maro would have wanted to. Obviously, once it's triggered and the shot goes off, it cannot be revoked.
Yep, yeah, for sure. Aleph trying to transition into some ultras here. Chitinous plating 25% of the way done with Adrenal, but Maro now putting pressure onto the Hive, man. Let's see, what is
if the
Aleph?
Hive goes down, I think there's no ultras anymore.
Yep,
I mean,
yep.
there's going to be a couple of ultras, but
yeah, there's already
would that
two
be enough?
ultras.
There's a single ultra here. That is not enough.
Yeah, that ultra, it's almost elite, man. These ultras without chitinous can be a little bit squishy. There we go, 4-5 shots from the ultra, but that's going to be it. I don't think Aleph has enough to deal with what
This is
Maro.
a super stimmed army here, but if the Hive goes down, then it's over.
Yeah, here we go.
I was gonna mention that the Burrow is not a bad option here, but look at that. The ultras just go down one by one as they came out.
Yeah, as they
is going to finish up though.
Yeah, this could be a big turning point. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say it could be a big turning point if these three ultras pop out with chitinous. But yeah, Maro actually gets the job done. What an explosive game. We were talking about how passive it had been around the 6-7 marks, and I think literally the last half of that match has been just those two players just duking it out, and Maro comes out on top. CSO takes the lead once again.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried always about these games is TVZ is such a technical matchup. Like, you leave the door open, Bailings go in, and if they are just a tad bit microed, they just basically blow up your whole mineral line. And losing 11 SCVs is meh, you know?
Yeah.
Losing 22, double that, is actually painful already.
Yeah, and especially if you're mining off of 3.5 bases, you've just lost a third of your income.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so I'm so worried for Morrow, to be honest. In these situations, I mean, I care for our boys, okay? I mean, I'm trying to send them the energy. I'm screaming, so maybe he hears me in Poland, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Morrow, close the door! And the depot just lifts.
Yeah, it would be sick, Ned. Yeah, here we go. We have game 6 underway.
Yep.
It's going to be near humanity to see CSO on match point. We'll see if Maro can eke out the win here, or if we're going to get an ace match if Aleph can bring this one back. You want to introduce our first player, bro?
Yeah. Speaking of Morrow, here we see him in the bottom. Is it right side? Yeah, bottom right side of Neo Humanity as our blue CSO turn.
And in the top left, it is for Vengeance Fishing Club. It's the purple Zerg player. It is Aleph. I feel like Aleph. Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
It wouldn't be a CSO Mousy cast if I wouldn't butcher at least one of the intros. So yeah. we can take that out as well.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see what Aleph can do this near humanity. I think this might be a slightly better map for Zerg. What do you think?
I'm not sure. I see a couple of Terrans play mech on this map. I'm not sure how much Morrow likes to play mech. I also have no idea. I know Terran can turtle against Toss.
Yeah.
Now I'm not sure what the situation is versus Zerg. I've seen games go both ways. A lot of Zergs like to take this forward reach
Yeah.
Vespene gas base as their third, but that's also kind of risky.
Yeah, I've also seen a couple games where they take that forward base and then break down those cooling towers and just sort of force the Terrans or force the opponent to either go left or right and say there's only two directions you can attack me from without destroying these destructible rocks, and that's why I seem to think it's a little bit more Zerg favored. But I mean, like I say, I've seen games go both ways, and okay, this first drone is going to take some damage. Okay, clutch save there by Elith as yeah, the Lings finally pop out, and Morrow trying to get something. Aelith being pretty diligent, microing those little Lings back, and I mean that's just a stock standard TVZ opener, and great showing from the Zerg, not losing anything. Great
Quick
show.
third command center, by the way. This is quicker than last time, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Or not in my opinion, for sure.
yeah, for sure. As yeah, that's good to see. I mean, we saw how both players were a little bit passive in the beginning part. Well, that's a very quick layer, dude. Yeah, good spot. In the beginning part of last game, I mean, there was both players just. Well, looks like Aelith's gonna go for.
Oh, look at that. Mara is actually paying attention to this Reaper, just trying to draw the aggression from the Queen, just to get them off creep.
Yeah.
You know. Ooh, and Link Speed is going to finish up.
Yeah, I was about to comment on that, on how Aelith was sending those Lings out just moments before Link Speed finished, so they would hopefully get the jump on that Reaper. And now the slow zone. It's always so funny to watch, man. Oh, that's gonna be a donated creep tumor. 2 donated creep tumors. Nice. Mara getting those early creep tumors. That's pretty important.
Not even losing a Hellion for it, so that's quite big.
There's a quick spire. Okay, so Aelith once again gonna go for mutas. And I
Yeah,
like
but
that.
this is much faster, so this is
Yeah.
2 base muta actually.
Yeah.
There's no third base, so
Correct.
Maro is not aware of it, so he needs to scout this third location somehow. Both third locations actually. Oh,
Yeah.
I heard I think it's a Diva announcer. Oh man, good old Diva announcer.
Yeah, Aelith gonna scout with this overseer and actually gonna see, hey, wait a second, you're going up to 3 bases. Really gonna be liking this 2 base muta play. But I mean, with that overseer, Mara's gonna know that there's a quick lair.
Who is gonna see that there's no third base, so
Yeah. 2 more racks. I don't know if that was an instant 2 more racks or.
I think it was almost.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see.
think it was
Aelith
almost.
actually doesn't have the biggest of banks at the moment. I can fire up about 6 mutas when the Spire finishes. Never mind. Doesn't have the minerals right now. So the Spire's going to finish and there's not going to be much in terms of resources that can be spent on mutas. 5 mutas, okay.
You know what's interesting? This fourth base kind of went. This third base of the Zerg kind of went down around the timing of the fourth. So if Maro goes back, he could be like, "Oh, this is like a 4 base play here, so
Yeah.
I'm fine." If
Yeah,
he doesn't scout that right-hand side base, he's gonna be in some trouble, in my opinion. Unless he just figured out that this is indeed
Wait,
2 base muta.
I think the mutas are in the top left corner. They've killed something in that top left corner, dude. Yeah, I think they killed something. Let's have a look at the units lost. Yeah, that Liberator got taken out by the
Okay.
mutas. Mara definitely knows there's mutas on the way. 5 Marines. Stim is going to be done, so these Marines are going to pack quite a
Ooh,
little.
and Widow Mines as well. Okay. At this
Alright.
point, these Hellions are just bait here, just to buy more time and trying to go back. You know, just trying to do some kind of damage here. A bit of pressure, and the Aelith just realizes, oh, he's just buying time. Maybe a couple extra Marines, maybe a Widow Mine or 2 more. Everything is favoring Morrow here in terms of time.
Wow. Yeah, the longer Aelith waited to move in with those.
Look at that. 600 resources falling in an instance.
Yeah.
In an instance like that. And this is Ling Muta for now. Ooh, a couple of Balings going up.
No
Being
Bailey.
fired up.
Those banelings will probably finish morphing around the time centrifugal hooks kicks in, and yeah, we're gonna have Lingbane Muta. If
Where's the Widow Mines? Oh, there's 2 Widow Mines already out. 4 Widow Mines actually. Where's the rest of them? Okay, the rest of them are just burrowed. He needs
yeah,
to burrow the Widow Mines. This is gonna be painful for Morrow. I think he's gonna lose a couple of SCVs for sure. 9 already fall.
I mean, it's not. I was gonna say it hasn't been too bad, but those SCVs are off to the right hand side there. Mara currently doesn't have the army to deal with what Aelith has over here, and this is just yo-yoed from being in one person's favor to being in the other. Viking shows up, and I mean, I think that's like 8 mutas is definitely more than enough to deal with one Viking. Mara in a little bit of trouble. The door is open.
Yeah, it's kind of painful for Morrow here, and all the Widow Mines are not burrowed. The other 2 fire, so there's 11 mutas, man. This is looking quite impossible. There's almost as many mutas as Marines.
Yeah, but Mara's producing 12 Marines at a time, so
it could be the saving grace. As I said, if he can just buy time. Honestly, I don't think Morrow has figured out that this is a 3 base Zerg versus 3 base Terran. Or maybe figured out. I don't know, honestly. I'm not exactly sure about the tellings, but yeah, Morrow. I don't think Morrow just saw. Yeah, he hasn't scouted yet on the horizontal third location.
yeah, the third, yeah, going across to like the 12 o'clock position.
All those
These
mules
mutas
are exposed. Aleph is going to go for those mules.
Get one, okay, and a Marine.
Plus 1 for the mutas as well coming up. And there's no carapace, and plus 1 melee is only just being started.
Okay, so Morrow with a scan just to try to see exactly where Aelith is in terms of saturation on that third base, and
Still doesn't know about this forward base, so. But now at least has enough in terms of marine count. He has 31 marines, 35 actually. And has 5 mines and 6 medevacs. 6 medevacs could seem a bit
there we go.
not enough.
Yeah, I mean a couple of those Widowmons get taken out before they finish burrowing, and the others.
There was once again there was like some friendly fire. Does Morrow know about this? Yeah, now he knows about this fort base. Okay, he scans it. Ooh, the mutas get caught. Oh, needs to target fire the Baneling somehow, if he can. Ooh, or needs to pick up. Let's see the splits, let's see the splits. Ooh, nice splits here by Morrow.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, pretty nicely done there. I like this medevac count here for Morrow, so I mean...
Yeah, 10 medevacs already.
Yeah, can stim this army to get away from the Banelings and still maintain a like green health bars, which is good. There we go. Great fire there by Morrow, great micro there. Getting rid of those Banelings, and this is going to be a denied 4th base.
Ooh, and this is actually really, really scary from Morrow for Aelith. And there's Burrow, by the way. So how many Banelings do we have? We have 8 Banelings. Do we have any burrowed Banelings somewhere? No burrowed Banelings so far.
Yeah, some pretty decent splits here by Morrow. I like this pre-splitting. There's a lot of mutas. How many mutas are on the map at the moment?
Problem with pre-splitting, I think the power against the mutas is in masses. So
yeah.
He needs to clump up his Marines, but then he's vulnerable to Banelings. So he needs to really emphasize on that aspect of the fights.
There's a fine balance between being pre-split and being clumped.
Yeah, 2 clumped and 2 split.
Yeah.
You need to find the right balance between the 2.
I was gonna say I'd like to see Morrow add in a few more Widowmons. There's one that's finishing up now, and he's only got 2 on the map at the moment. So Morrow gonna jump on these morphing Banelings.
Oh, that is big from Morrow. That is huge. And there's 6 Banelings morphing somewhere. Trying to find them where. Oh, it's actually in the mineral line, and now the Banelings turn. Oh, that was quite a lot. Morrow needs to start dropping out.
Yeah.
Okay, he starts dropping out, gets the confirmation that nothing is incoming as of now, sees one single Bailing morphing here, and now he sees all of the Bailings morphing. It's going to burrow the Widow Mine.
Yeah. The Widowmines are going to be a big part to play here as, yeah, Mara just doesn't have any splash. There we go. Widowmine fires, takes off a couple of those Banelings. Mara really keeping the pressure on Aelith at the moment. 12 Marines, 2 mines in production. Mara is just
Yeah, this
going,
is probably over if you ask me, Linglad.
yeah. With this many medevacs keeping these Marines alive, I don't think the
Yeah,
mute.
look at the stutter step, man. He just stutter steps forward. GG is called. CSO Esports takes the series 4-2.
Yeah, Mara getting a 2-0 over Aelith. The only series that didn't go one apiece, and yeah, Terran gets
Oh
the
boy.
what?
That was a 6 series.
Yeah, dude,
That was a 6 series.
well played by Mara there, man. Really, that game like yo-yoed back and forth so many times, man. It was such a good showing from both players that, oh, yeah, so good. The medevac count there though, keep allowing Mara to stim those Marines over and over and over. Probably just turned out to be clutch at the end there. I don't know how many medevacs there were, but when last you checked, there were 10. Probably a couple more added in as well.
Yeah.
Oh, sick, man.
6 series, hey. Okay, congratulations to the CSO boys. GG's to Vengeance Fishing Club. They put up a really, really nice fight. These were so entertaining games, man.
Yeah, man.
And casting it with you, I mean, couldn't have been better.
Yeah, thanks, dude. It's always a pleasure. And yeah, thanks to Vengeance Fishing Club, man. What a series, and we don't get to see an ace match out of both uh, in this iteration between these two teams, but maybe next time we will. I mean, definitely had the potential to go to all 7, so it was a good showing from both teams, and yeah, like you said, CSO comes out on top.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Well, that's going to be it from us, I believe, unless we continue. But I haven't received the Division 1 replays, so we are not going to cast
all right.
them right now. At
Yeah,
least I don't
but
think.
keep an eye on the socials because those Division 1 replays should be coming to you relatively soon. So follow us on YouTube and Twitter and all the fancy things, and you'll get notified as soon as some of that Div 1 juicy goodness comes out.